What's up you guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we'll be answering the question that everybody keeps asking us.
Toda la familia, todos los amigos, everybody's always asking.
Are Disney cruise worth it?
Yes.
Because you do pay double the price.
That's literally the question that everybody asks. It's like, first, they don't even actually, I've never been asked how much is it. It's always like, is it worth it? Because people already know, I guess, how expensive it is.
Because like, we just did a little research for, we're trying to plan our next Disney cruise. And for the same date on a Carnival cruise, it's about $800. And for a Disney cruise, the same date, same number of days, is gonna be about $2,000. So it's a little bit over.
For a pair.
Yes, for a
like
couple.
he said, we were planning for our future cruise, so that was what
it's
came up.
$800 versus $1,900, so it's literally double. And people ask us, is it worth it? And we're gonna answer that question for you guys, and I hope you guys at the end of the day make a smart decision for you, your family, and your pocket, and we'll see. But let's start first with the service.
We're gonna go down a list of things that we've realized we've received from the Disney cruise
that we didn't really receive from other cruises. I've been on 3 different cruises,
and
besides Disney, she's only been on Disney cruises.
So he's been on 2 Disney cruises with me,
and 3 separate,
and then 3 separate from
non-Disney.
And
let's start with the service, because it's VIP service from top to bottom. It doesn't matter what room you got. As soon as you get there, you don't touch your luggage. Like you guys seen in our videos, you get there, they grab your luggage.
So it literally starts from the moment, and I remember Enrique had a gentleman tell him when they were taking our luggage at the parking lot, right? Like, okay, we haven't even paid for the parking lot yet. Like, we don't even know if we're gonna stay. No, I'm just kidding. We're pulling into the parking lot, and before you go in to pay and get your spot, you drop off your luggage. And there's a gentleman telling him, like, don't even get off your car. You're already on vacation. Like,
you're on vacation. We got this. Literally the worst he told me.
So like you can pop open your trunk. Of course, Enrique always gets off anyways and tries to help with all of our luggage. So it starts off from there. And
it's just like, as soon as you get to the boat, they welcome you, they introduce you and your family.
As your name.
Every time we come in, hey, welcome the Nazario family. They have a welcoming party for you. Every time you go, not just in the restaurants, but in the buffet, the attentiveness of the cast members.
And I've actually worked in many customer service jobs, and I know how hard it can be to do that, because you know, you have a long day, and even if you're having a tough day yourself, like, you still want to be presentable. You still want to make an experience for them, because they're coming for that. They're there for that unique experience. So it's really nice to notice that Disney makes sure that each cast member, and I'm talking about desde la puerta, like from the beginning, they're already taking care of you and being so kind and being so thoughtful, and then making it more unique for you. So I really appreciate that, and that's why I always try to tell people, be kind to all customer service. But
and with VIP service comes VIP entertainment. And we cannot say enough about the shows that we've seen on a Disney cruise. It's literally Broadway level shows. We saw our first cruise together. We saw this amazing, beautiful, that we still talk today about, Beauty and the Beast Broadway show.
Oh my god. We went to go watch it twice that cruise, just because it was that amazing.
And recently we seen Frozen, and we seen Aladdin and a little Fantasmic. I forgot what the name it was, but it's about a journey about a girl and a dad learning about magic, and the magic of love, and the magic of passion in the family. You know, it was beautiful. And literally they have Broadway level actors in those plays. And
then just to touch on that really quickly, we'll probably get back into it, but the Broadway's actors, or maybe one we got to see actually individually, as he answered 21 questions, told us his life story, and it was really amazing. We just got to sit there, really appreciate him. And then there were students, and actually other Broadway students. I don't know for sure, but they were
understudies.
They were asking questions, and it's really like, come on now. If that's one of your dreams and you get to ask somebody that is successful, like one-on-one, like wow.
Yeah, so for our last cruise, Jafar is a Broadway actor, and he had 2 sections of Q&A, one during the day, one during the night, and he literally stayed there with the people. After he was done
with his presentation
and everything, he just stayed there and just talked to anybody about anything that you guys wanted to know about Broadway.
So Disney contracts, or let's say, contracts Broadway actors or all these other performers. But they know who their contract.
Oh, and by the way, we also had a America's Got Talent performer in our cruise. And another great thing about this shows,
remember he was
it's included.
Yeah. Oh.
This is not extra.
Oh, yeah.
This is just you walk up, take your seat, and enjoy the show.
Like if you were in New York and you had to go watch a Broadway show, you have to go and pay, right?
Yes.
We did not have to. That is already included. These performers, like the America's Got Talent show, that guy was like incredible. Like I would have paid good money for him alone. But it was amazing. And he was there with his mom.
I know. It was so
and then
cute.
they were walking around the cruise, like enjoying the cruise too.
I went literally up to the mom and said, "Your son is amazing."
Yeah, it was so cute.
It was so awesome. And it's free, guys. Like this is the type of stuff that you need to, like you will and need to expect from a Disney cruise. Another thing, a free movie theater. Yeah. And this is a full-blown, not 20 seat, this is a full-blown movie theater. We'll show you guys, we'll put a clip of it.
Yes.
But it's a full-blown.
I've said this before. I was like, wait, there's not 10, 12 recliner chairs and a big projector, like a home projector, and that's it. No, it's a movie theater. So una sala, it's huge. There's plenty of chairs that once when we went to the movies, we were sitting next to anybody. You have enough space, and then they put the classics. They put a couple of classics. And then on our last cruise, they had Pinocchio, the new one. They had Hocus Pocus. They had Thor Ragnarok. Oh yeah, and they had just came out.
Thor Ragnarok had come out the month before, something like that.
Hocus Pocus had just come out too.
Hocus Pocus just have come out that month.
Two.
Yes, the second one. And for our first cruise, they had, I forgot what it was, but it was a Marvel movie that just released, and we're like, they have it here, and it's free. And I mean, the entertainment is amazing. Yeah. And not just those shows. We, like, in some cruises that I've been to, especially on sea days, you have a hard time keeping busy. Or like, I guess I'll go to the pool, or I guess I'll go to the casino. With Disney, you have to pick what you don't get to do, because I'm telling you, the schedule is packed.
And we can literally look, like, even the day before, or like the night before, la mañana. In the morning, we start, okay, what do we want to do today? So we start adding all the time frames. And I love the app just because it really lets us see all of our options right then and there in the app in our hand, and then we get to schedule it out, and we're like, okay, we still have a little break in between there. Do you want to go to the pool, or do you want to go here? Like,
and the app will send you 15 minutes prior. Hey, on deck 5, you had this activity.
Oh, there's like little reminders,
and you go over. I mean, the app is amazing. Wi-Fi is not included, but if you have the app, you can text with your party. As long as you connect it to the Wi-Fi through the app. So
we definitely get off service. We would not buy the Wi-Fi.
It's a little expensive and not that great.
We do understand that. So we just get off the grid. But between me and him, we can still communicate through the app. So as long as each of your party has the app, and then.
But let me tell you guys, when I say the schedule is packed, like we had to see what we didn't want to do, because every hour on the hour, there was like 3 or 4 little events for all ages, and there's some amazing activities that we can't go to because we're not kids.
So that's another thing. They do a lot of age appropriate things, which I really appreciate. Just because I know I don't have kids, but it's nice that we can go all around the cruise and there's not all these kids crying, complaining that there's nothing to do. There's literally different age groups that have different types of activities, different rooms that they can go to without their parents, as small as the nursery until teens, right? I think it was like 15.
And let me tell you this. It is a Disney cruise, but you wouldn't notice that cruise is geared towards kids, because we've been on lines that is 6 or 7 couples in a row, no kids.
Like, that's our gang right there.
So, and then the access to characters that you have in this Disney cruises. You know, in the parks, you can wait for an hour to see this character or more. Here, the characters are walking around. Peter Pan.
Constantly, they're walking around. Yeah, Peter Pan
came up to us and talked to us for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then I got to talk with Tiana and Tang. Oh no, but that was and that's the thing. Like sometimes they have scheduled times, so that's pretty nice too. Like okay, hey, like I know my daughter, or I'm a big fan of Rapunzel. Like let's go at that time, right? So that's nice to schedule that in. Or when you're just walking around the cruise, going to dinner, going to the pool, going to get free ice cream, you just run into these characters, and it's like you get to take these pictures, but they're actually there to chit chat. Like they're not just like, okay, let's take a picture, bye. No, like they're actually there chit chatting with you, which is really nice, and especially for the kids, like it's so sweet.
And speaking of the free ice cream, free ice cream all day long, 24/7, and free drinks. I know this is not the same in other cruise line. In other cruise line, you have to drink a drink. We have to buy a drink package to get soda, juices. And Disney cruises, that's all included. It's part of the package.
It's like your soft serve ice cream, your soft drinks like I'm guessing Coca-Cola products, all of those. And then you also have tea. Different types of teas, coffee and hot chocolate, completely, and then hot water, of course. All of that is completely honey, sugar, sweetener. All of that is included. Of course, alcohol is not included, but I feel like if even just us two, like we're already saving that much more money on just our drinks,
Another thing, the food, the level of quality of food, and I know food on a cruise is mass produced, but you wouldn't notice on a Disney cruise. The food was amazing.
From the buffet, quick service.
The buffets. Oh, room service is included. It's for free. I know a lot of other cruise lines charge for room service, but if you want to have breakfast in the middle of the night, if you want a Mickey ice cream, you call and it's free. They'll bring it to you for free.
I know a lot of people do like the whole midnight snack thing, but sometimes like Enrique and I would have gone out to the beach, when we were on port, or we went out to the pool. So we'll come back, shower, get ready for the second half of our day. We would order a quick snack because we were so hungry or something like that. So we're like, okay, let's grab order a quick snack. You jump in the shower, and then when we get out, our food's already there and it's ready. And it's nice to have that little quick snack. I mean, it's not small, it's a meal. It's actually meals, but we consider it like a quick snack.
And staterooms. When it comes to the staterooms, they clean it twice a day. Like the guy that's taking care of you, they knew. We were walking down the hall. They were like, "Oh, Cassandra, Enrique, I'll be," and we were like, "Okay."
They're already ready to just make sure that we know their name and they know our name. They want to make sure that if we need anything at all. And then that's the thing, like, I think they're standing there on purpose by your rooms. Like, I'm guessing he takes care of, like, let's say 3 rooms. He's already like, did you need anything? Like, were you missing anything? Like, maybe we forgot something, or maybe we don't know how to locate like the laundry room or something. He's there, I think, just to answer those questions.
And another thing that we absolutely love about the Disney cruises is the dining. And other cruise lines, you eat at the same dinner at the same restaurant every single night. And the Disney cruise line, there's 5 restaurants usually on a cruise line, and you dine on 3 of them, and you rotate to all 3 of them. There's other 2 that are not included, that are extra charge. But if you don't want to pay for dinner and you want to eat in a restaurant, you do eat in a different restaurant every single night. And in our last cruise, it was an 8-day cruise, so we got to repeat, but we still were constantly rotating to restaurants, different foods, but you get the same team of waiters.
So your service team actually goes with you to each restaurant, which is such a nice touch. I know it seems really small, but when you're ordering out, you tend to have your preferences, you tend to have your allergies, you tend to have like, hey, I really like this, what do you recommend? And they already know that for the next couple nights.
So one night we ordered ginger ale and Coke with lime. And every single day when we showed up to our table, there was a Coke, a ginger ale, and a slice of lemons.
And it's like, we're not big soda drinkers, but we thought it was such a nice touch that I don't have to wait for it.
In our first cruise, she wanted hot sauce, but not regular hot sauce. And she asked, "What do you have?" He literally went to his room and got some
Thai. I think it was
Thai
like a Thai
hot sauce that he had in his room. And every single night after that,
I don't know if I should have done that, but it was so good.
Every single night after that, he brought a little bit of it.
Yeah, and it's like, it's just that extra, like, let me make sure that you're good. Like,
and also, they're not stingy with the food.
Oh my lord.
If you like your main entree, go ahead and order another one.
No, es que se pasan. You literally are already unlimited drinks, unlimited, ice cream, unlimited. Okay. Then you get to dinner, and it's like this nice menu. Yeah, hold up.
Yes.
Like, let me just explain.
Lobster knife.
So it's like, yeah, you have your top tier dishes: lobster, steak,
prime rib.
You have fish. You have all of it. Salmon. You have your top tier, right? And me and Enrique are like, okay, you're gonna order that. I'm gonna order this. I'm gonna try a little bit of yours. Try a little bit. No. Oh, you want what he's having? I'm gonna bring you that one too.
And then one day was like, the waiter was like, this is my absolute favorite, and we didn't order it. He still brought it to our table.
No, I think he did that a couple nights. Like, it was like a dessert one night and something else. Like, every day he was like, this was my favorite, so I'm gonna bring it to you. And we're like, okay. Like,
yeah, because he was Indian. I remember this entree was Indian. It's like, this is my favorite, and we didn't order it. He still brought it. Yeah. It was delicious, actually.
Yeah.
So,
no, and then some desserts too, because I would order one. Like, I mean, we could technically, without the gentleman offering, ask like, hey, I want the fish, steak, and the lobster. That's included. I would never do that. I just feel like that's too much. But it is included, and I like that touch, because if somebody does not, tend to go outside of their taste buds and they want to during this vacation and then don't love it, it's nice to be like, hey, I'm so sorry I didn't love it. Can I still get another one? And it's not a problem at all.
Also, you get an amazing entertainment with dinner.
Oh, yeah.
You get live music. Sometimes you get characters. And one night in Animator's Palette, you get a little piece of paper, and it's right there. You grab it, you draw your own little stickers, and it appears in the TV, whatever you draw. And it's amazing. It was so much fun. I mean, we don't have kids, and we thought it was amazing.
No, I mean, it was really cool, because during the time that they were playing it, it was like music. You guys gotta check out that video. It was like music. It was like really fun, and they add, this is not the only thing, they add a lot of entertainment during, and then characters sometimes walk around the tables and say hi to you. So you're not just there to sit and eat dinner, or your servers, like I remember our first cruise, like really like to entertain us, and they'll give us like little games.
Tricks,
yeah. So they're so sweet. And then desserts included. So you get your 3-4 course meal every night.
Yeah. And also when it comes to entertainment for all ages. So you have your adult section, and you have your kids section. You have your quiet section, and I guess you have your loud section. And let me tell you guys that the adult section is super secluded. Yeah. That's where the spa is, the gym
is. Really does feel like you're on another cruise, to be honest. Like on the adult section, there's like 2 jacuzzis, there's a whole pool, there's a bar in the pool, then there's a cafe next to it, which is so good. The cafe, at the cafe you do have to order for these premium coffees, but then any dessert there or pastry is included.
And that's where the concierge side is. And we talk about prices. Concierge, for the same cruise that we paid $3,000, concierge goes for $10,000 to $20,000, depending on the room and that you want.
So far, I don't know if they get booked up, but they do get booked.
Yes, because we were looking for cruises for this year, and the concierge is already booked for some of them.
That's wild.
And one of them was literally $19,000.
That's wild, you guys. Like
the highest we've seen is $30,000.
We're going based off of what we paid, if it's worth it. Like, I can't even imagine what they have to say.
Yes, but let me tell you guys that entertainment for the kids is amazing. They have a bunch of clubs throughout the cruise. They have for pre-teens, tweens, teens, and even babies.
The nursery. Yeah. So they have those separate sections, right? And sometimes
adults can't go in, and it's amazing because sometimes during island hours, there's open houses, meaning everybody can go in.
So we go and sneak in. Let's just see what's inside. We feel like it's a VIP
We don't want to go. We don't want to leave. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's really nice. And then I was going to say, other than those sections though, they tend to do like in different areas, like I don't remember the name, but there's like an open little bar area that's closed, and at that time that it's closed, because it was only open at nighttime for nightclub, like adults only, during the day they would do activities. They would do game shows. They would do like, hey, trivia, hey, I'm gonna show you how to draw Olaf. Like, so they have other activities than just those rooms. So if something you want to do with your kids, or if something like me and Enrique, we love trivia, so we would go to like every trivia game night or something like that. So we would go and play, or they have karaoke nights. So if you want to do that too, if you want to do it with your kids, they can come too. So I think it's really nice. They do it off in sections that tend to be closed off in the evening for adults only, which is like a nightclub or more like a drinking hour or happy hour.
And we can't talk about Disney without their shows. When I'm not talking about the Broadway shows, I'm talking about the Mickey musicals, so the Pirates Nights, the Masquerades, all those parties. Fireworks. The only cruise line in the world that does fireworks.
I didn't know that.
In the middle of the ocean.
I thought it was like, oh, okay, this is normal.
No, that's not.
No, but the experience is not normal, because it's so nice, especially going to like Magic Kingdom or Disneyland, where I've been to see these fireworks. It's so fun and so amazing. But to see it out in the middle of the ocean is like, oh my God, like, is this real? Like, and you're just looking up, and then they have the tube slide like lit up with lights, and it's like
aqueduct. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and it's amazing. They go out of their way to entertain you. Literally, they go out of their way. There was a little bit of a storm system, and they veered off the path that they were going to originally sail so they can have the fireworks for us. Because if it was cloudy or something, they weren't going to do it, but they ended up doing it. So, and I mean, they go out of their way, literally, to entertain you. And we can't talk about Disney Cruise without talking about Castaway Key.
Oh my God, the private island. Disney's private island. So it's off of the Bahamas, or it's in the Bahamas water. Yeah, so it's actually really nice because you get off there, and then you have all your cast members scattered around the island.
Free food in the island.
Yep.
Free. Amazing.
You don't need to take down your wallet.
Barbecue. Oh my God, the barbecue.
No, it's so good. The ribs are so good.
God. Entertainment is amazing. If you don't want to pay, you can snorkel. Bring your own snorkel gear. They don't make you use their snorkel. And there's literally treasures underneath the sea. We'll put some clips of it. There's literally statues of Prince Eric, Mickey, Boo's doors underneath.
Yeah, it's really cool. So you get to do a lot of things there as well. There's some bike rentals that you could just take around the whole island. Some people tend to run.
They do a 5K race there too.
The island is just, honestly, it feels so exclusive. There is cabanas that you can rent out. There's a private island. There's a private beach.
Yeah, there's a Serenity Bay, which is for only adults. So if you want a quiet day at the beach,
and then they have right then and there, they have the food as well. So you don't have to go back to, like, let's say the families area. And then they have a bar.
Yes, they do have a bar.
Yeah.
They have a bar, and there's 2 sections of the island that serve the lunch. So, I mean, the food was amazing.
Yeah, and it's included. Yeah. We literally will go take a nap on the beach or on las hamacas?
The hammocks.
The hammocks. And then we would go back for seconds.
Yes. And it was amazing. It's like the perfect island day, because sometimes in some cruises you have to share the island. With Disney, that's the only cruise ship that day on that island.
Yeah, and then there is other stops that they'll go to, but you get to pick that once you decide which cruise you're going to choose from Disney Cruise, and then see where their stops are.
But, and another thing we want to talk about, there is no casinos in Disney cruises. I know a lot of people, they love the casino, they love going out. There's no casinos.
No ma'am, no ma'am.
The bars are not always open. They open after 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and then they have very, like, I would consider very, like, classy ones as well. So they do have a bar.
Champagne.
They have
the champagne,
like an Irish pub. Yeah. And then they have the champagne bar, but it's like Bubbles, you know, it's like a classy little name. And then they also have times where you can do like wine tasting, martinis, like they have all.
They show you. They have wine drink classes too. Also, they teach you how to make.
That's pretty cool.
Mixology,
yeah. And then it's like they serve you with like chocolates or like little like cheese platters, and like so they have all of that as well. So like if you want to have like I saw a lot of couples with like their classy nights, like they're very dressed and formal, and then they would go into that, you know, champagne pop, or I forgot the name because
Sparkles. I think it's Sparkles.
No, one was pop, but it's really nice. We did get to go, and didn't we have the Moet? No.
We had the one of the
first
champagnes.
night.
Yeah, we had one of the champagnes.
The first cruise, we went to the champagne bar. We had like a Moet and macarons.
Oh,
and like,
the macarons were for free.
Yeah. So when we're always like, what else? But.
And the last thing we want to talk about, and she noticed it without going to other cruises. She was like, "Oh my God, it's so clean here," and I was like, "That's not normal," because I went to a cruise that the trash was overflowing. The floors are sticky, but let me tell you that when I tell you on the main bathrooms and the main deck that there's people outside waiting to clean them, there's people always in the area of the bathrooms to clean them constantly.
There's this one restroom that I don't know why I remember this specifically, but there's one restaurant that they didn't have the restrooms inside the restaurant, so you had to kind of get out the restroom. The restaurant, past a little bar top, and then there's a restroom right here. And I kid you not, the whole time, because if you know me, I have to use the restroom pretty often. I drink a lot of liquids. I kid you not, every time I went, they were still standing there cleaning. I'm like, and then like, I know this is so silly, but the toilets are always like stamped, you know, like, oh, hey, it's been cleaned or whatever. Every time I went, I was like, can I just breathe, like chill, it's clean. But
and the trash is constantly getting cleaned. You never see a lot of plates on top of the trash. I mean,
even with like I know I'm going back in circle, but with like room service, like if you do have plates and stuff like that or trash or anything, just call them and they'll come and pick it up, so you don't even have to leave it outside. And I think they do that on purpose, because if we're walking around and I'm observing the cleanliness, I'm like, oh my God, all these trays are laying around the floor. They prefer you. They've told me, please don't put it outside. Call somebody, come pick it up, and then they'll ask to take it.
Yeah. Now, to answer your question, is the price difference worth it? In our experience, you're paying for the experience. You're paying for a VIP treatment. You're paying for all that. So in my eyes, I think it's worth it. We have so much fun. We don't have to worry about anything when we're on Disney cruise. So in my opinion, I don't know about you, but I think it's worth it.
So, and I think Enrique's perspective is really nice, because he's been literally on 3 other cruises. You know, whether he had a great time and he could say like, hey, I still enjoyed that. He can compare, you know, especially with this price difference. But for me, being so naive, I have no idea what cruises are. I'm super like, oh yeah, it's a big boat, but that's it. Like, I don't know what's on there, what's offered. And here it's like just the fact that I really enjoyed myself in something that's considered, you know, only family oriented as 2 adults. You know, we really did enjoy ourselves. I did appreciate the classiness of it. I do appreciate, you know, just to play around the bougie side of it, just because I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know how to act. But it's like, it's really nice to just be treated with VIP treatment constantly. And it's just like it feels like a vacation. Like at the end of the day, Enrique and I are like, are we on vacation, or like am I more stressed out, or am I more exhausted? You know, like you really actually feel like you're on vacation. And then like they do have different shops. I know I don't know if we're gonna talk about it, but the different shops that you can buy souvenirs. For example, we bought this one right here, which I absolutely love. You can buy different souvenirs that are only sold on the Disney cruise. They have, you know, collaborations. I don't know if that's what it's called, but also with like Coach and like all these other like expensive brands. You don't have to buy anything at all. So that's really nice.
Yeah, but I mean, to us, it's worth it, and we love it, and we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
Thank you guys.
At least one time in your life, if you can. Of course, priorities first, because we're all adults here. But if you can, once in your life, go and try it.
Well, yes, go and try it. And with that, thank you guys for sticking out with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and suggest our channel. And thank you for all the love you give us in this channel.
If you have any questions, leave them down below. Bye.